Federal authorities announced their discovery of the longest drug smuggling tunnel to be found along the California-Mexico border. While this is the second super tunnel to be found in recent months, the half-mile-long passage shocked the feds with its sophistication as well as the fact that it was essentially in plain view. So, Border Patrol received a tip in late 2015, and they started beginning surveillance and saw what looked like practicing drug smuggling runs, basically. So on April 12th, patrol officers noticed that there was a white commercial truck delivering a dumpster that placed it on the ground. The next day, two agents saw gentlemen start a conversation with each other. Then they started loading up the dumpster, and they loaded the dumpster onto a truck. They followed that to another location. They basically busted them and got more than 12,000 pounds of drugs. So from there, they were able to acquire a warrant. They went back and searched the dumpster as well as the lot, and that's where they found a hole that led to a tunnel directly underneath the dumpster. So the hole descended about 10 feet to the main passage, and inside, which was about 3 feet across or so, they found another 68 bales of marijuana, so on and so forth. So this is the 13th large-scale drug smuggling tunnel that they've found in California since 2006. But like I said, this is the biggest one.
The biggest one, half a mile long. Yeah. What was so sophisticated about it?
Well, it had like ventilation systems on the, okay, so it actually led from a flop house in Tijuana and then led to another area in California. There was like a wooden pallet manufacturing area. It looks like an area of warehouses. But on the Tijuana side, there was an elevator that led to the flop house. So that's where the sophistication lies. What do you think?
Well, as you said, this is the 13th since 2006. So it's one a year, effectively, just over one a year. So they're on track. I mean, yay, the war on drugs is successfully being waged. We close one down, not so much. No.
Definitely building that wall is going to make a big difference if people are tunneling. See, I guess for me, I didn't realize that there were so many. At first I was like, wow, a giant wall or a giant tunnel, that's crazy. But I didn't realize, this is kind of par for the course. It just happens to be the most sophisticated one up until now, I suppose.
Right. No, I mean, it's like the Great Escape there. I mean, that's just how they do it. Tom, Dick, and Harry. They're just tunneling. I mean, how else are they going to? Well, not how else, but that's a great way to get massive amounts of drugs into the country.
Exactly.
So it makes perfect sense.
Well, from this particular this bust, they seized over 2,000 pounds of cocaine as well as 14,000 pounds of marijuana. They say that it's likely the largest single seizure of cocaine ever related to a tunnel, specifically. Like, not the biggest ever.
All right, somebody call Guinness. Someone call Guinness, because there's a number of world records just been broken here. And ironically or not, depending on your perspective, a day after 420.
Oh,
get it?
Yeah,
420.
Exactly.
Boom.
They totally did that.
That's not a coincidence. Come on.
So there were 6 men arrested with regards to this. They were arrested for conspiracy to import and distribute cocaine, as well as conspiracy to use a border tunnel, which is its own category.
Oh, there you go. Sure.
There you go. So hit all those bases. So what's interesting, though, too, is at least the United States Attorney Laura Duffy, she commented on the fact that it was really just sort of right under their noses. She says, this tunnel exit is literally a hole in the ground in the middle of this area. I think it's fair to say that few would suspect that traffickers were moving multi-ton quantities of cocaine and marijuana in this very unassuming way in full view of the world around them. Although you might say, like, as opposed to what? Like a neon sign being like cocaine smuggling, you know what I mean?
That's true.
It would appear that would be normal. So either way, so that's just a very interesting story that we found yesterday. What can you say? A really long drug tunnel.